What's good, Beauty Gang? Long time no talk. Yeah, honestly, because I didn't do my late night vent session last weekend. I'm sorry, okay? Your girl graduates next weekend, so a lot of things have been going on. And I haven't been in front of the camera in a minute because when I went home for Thanksgiving break, I was filming videos out the booty. So I've been like way ahead of schedule for a minute now, so I haven't had the need to sit in front of a camera. But that is no excuse for why I didn't film my late night vent session. Lowest of keys is kind of a good thing. Sometimes I struggle with coming up with vent session topics because for the most part, I have no huge complaints in life. Like, people don't really mess with me like that. I don't really have any negativity circulating around me on the regular, you know? So if I do like miss out on some Sundays, it's because like I didn't really have anything to vent about and I didn't want to just make it up because this is supposed to be a very authentic, transparent type of thing. And I feel like it would just be phony to randomly come up with something off the top of my head that like don't really mean shit to me, you know? But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and change out of this shirt real quick because white and makeup coming off, I just, yeah, holding that thought. Alrighty, I'm ready. Got this dookie brown shirt on I don't care too much about. Let me grab my olive oil and witch hazel, and I need my makeup wipes. Alright, so before I start tonight's late night vent session, for one, I know people are gonna ask about my hair. I know y'all notice it's short. I definitely decided to go the bob route. I was just kind of tired of long hair, and so many of you guys were saying, try a bob, try a bob, try a bob, and I kind of wanted to too anyway. And let me tell you, I'm really feeling it. I really feel like I'm like on my grown and sexy type thing. Your girl graduating next weekend, so I guess I feel grown or something. But yeah, I will have a video on my channel very soon, probably this coming week, on this hair, so stay tuned for that if you are interested. And then one other thing I wanted to say before starting this late night vent session is that thank you guys so much for all the feedback and input you guys put into that last late night vent session that I did on black families and, you know, just stuff getting swept under the rug. It really moved me as well as my family, like in so many ways. You guys don't even understand how many stories and how many people can relate to it. Like, that made me feel very empowered in a way. And although it's unfortunate that majority of us can kind of relate to, you know, feeling that or experiencing those type of things, there's some empowerment in the mix of that that we can relate, you know? So yeah, if you haven't watched the last late night vent session, you should definitely go do that if you don't know what I'm talking about, because you can probably relate to it too. But tonight is a little less, I guess you can say heavy on the heart. It's just kind of a basic late night vent session. Don't y'all hate those, everything I've done for you, mother freakers. Like, y'all don't understand how under my skin that gets me when people try to hit me with that. And it hasn't really happened recently. I actually wanted to do this late night vent session a while ago and I just forgot to do the topic, but I just decided, why don't I talk about that tonight? Because that is something that truly bothers me. Like, a main reason why I really don't ask anybody for anything anymore. If I do, it's my mom or it's my very like close best friends. But like, for the most part, I do everything for myself, by myself, like just to avoid those type of statements or phrases. Everything I've done for you. The hell? And you know what? It's even more annoying when like the statement, well, obviously the statement is probably coming from like a close friend of yours or just a friend period or a good associate, and they're hitting you with that. It's like, the hell do you mean all you've done for me? Like you had to, like I asked you to, you know what I mean? Like some of the stuff, when I get hit with that, I didn't even ask the person to do it. They did it themselves. So I don't know, that really gets under my skin so bad, because it's like almost as if I'm indebted to you, like almost as if you subconsciously put me in debt to you and I wasn't aware of that. Like, had I known that that's how you felt, then I would have never allowed you to do anything for me anyway. You know what I mean? You know what I'm trying to say? I really hate that, and I don't feel like I would ever say that to a person. Everything I've done for you, as if you've created me. Who the hell do you think you are? If your name ain't Angelique Connor Edeko or Christopher Edeko, you he didn't do anything to create me, boo. Create or contribute to me. Let me say that. So, yeah. That's just something that really irks your girl. And therefore, because of that, I don't allow people to do nothing for me no more. Most of the time, if I do ask somebody to do something for me, it's not that I can't do it, but it's like, we're friends. Can you do me a favor? Like, so if I ask, can you grab me that salt and pepper off the table? I'm at the point I won't even ask nobody to do that for me anymore, because you might turn around and hit me 2 months down the line like, oh, remember I got this for you? Why are you bringing that up? Like, ooh, that irritates me. And then, along with people feeling like you owe them something because they've done something for you, I hate when people like complain if you ask them for something. So using the same example of the salt and pepper thing, if I ask, hey, can you pass me salt and pepper, and you're like, oh, that is probably the biggest turn off I have towards people. Not just like boyfriends or whatever, I mean like friends, associates, whatever. That is a huge turn off for me. If I ask you to do something, such a simple gesture, and you complain about it, like, okay, I won't ever be asking you for anything again. Like, I really pay attention to those type of signs. And I've kind of become the type of person, like, you're damn near one and done with me. Like, once you really get on that side, I won't say bad side. I don't really feel like I have a bad side. People claim or tell me that I'm mean or whatever. I think I'm just punctual and I don't take no mess, but whatever. People's opinions are people's opinions. But yeah, once you get on that not so good side of me, I'm kind of like, I won't be mean or rude to you, but trust and believe I will never turn your way or ask you for anything again. But that just bothers me, like, especially me being like a social media person. It's really not an easy job or task at all. And although I'm learning to like take pictures of myself sometimes, that's when I have like genuine time on my hands. But if I'm like out at the mall with my friends or at a football game or basketball game or whatever, and I want a picture taken, you know, for my social media to keep my face out there for you guys and stuff, and then like somebody who I thought was a friend or whatever is like, that completely, I don't know, that really irks me, because I'm not doing it or asking you to be extra. Obviously, if I had a twin, or if I could duplicate myself, replicate myself, whatever you want to call it, I would obviously do that, so I wouldn't have to waste your precious 5 seconds to snap a picture. But man, that just bothers me. And it's like, I hate that whole phrase of all that I've done for you, but it's damn near like the people that I ask, I have done stuff before. Granted, I would never say that to them, like, everything I've done for you, you won't take the picture, because that's not in my nature. Like, I think that's bogus as hell. But it kind of ties into that, like, dang, you're really gonna me even after like the relation. You know what I'm trying to say? Am I making sense? I'm not trying to like put anybody on blast or nothing, because I'm not mad about it or whatever. I've just, you know, learned, I wouldn't say learned from my mistakes, I've just like kind of kept those different hints and notions that I've observed with certain people in the back of my head, and it's like, okay, I won't be asking you for anything again. But I think that's just so kind of messed up, because I very much so view social media, YouTube and stuff as my career, and a part of that is branding myself continuously and stuff. With branding myself, that means putting my face out there continuously. With putting my face out there, that means I need pictures taken. So I don't know, maybe I'm thinking way too deep on it, but I feel like if you're a true friend of mine and you're someone who's really rooting for me in my career, it should be nothing to snap a picture of me. You know what I mean? I don't know. I will admit, in I guess their defense, I'm kind of a perfectionist. Like, one picture is never usually good enough for me. I don't really feel like one picture is ever good enough for anyone. But from what I've seen with other people, other social media influencers, they be having riders that will snap their pictures for them however long it takes. And I remember I had a talk with Josh about it, because he wouldn't really complain, but he would just be like, type thing, because he knew it was going to take a minute. But I had to talk with him about how that made me feel, and ever since then, he's kind of been like my photographer, and I've been his or whatever. But yeah, just with like other friends too, it's like, okay, I won't ask you for nothing, like, and I hope you don't expect anything out of me, since that's how you feel, since that's where our relationship is at. But yeah, that really irks me, the whole everything I've done for you type people, and then turn around and be like, ugh, oh yeah, that's how you feel? Okay. But yeah, I know that wasn't that deep of a vent session as the other week, but that was just something that had been on my mind for a while. I definitely pay attention to people's characteristics and actions when it comes to not only supporting but like encouraging my career in all avenues. So yeah, just something to sit on. If you guys kind of like understand what I mean, like vibe what I'm saying when it comes to that, please don't hesitate to comment below and let me know like a scenario or story that you've had a situation with where like you'll ride for people but sometimes they don't feel like they'll fully ride for you, or those people that want to be like everything I've done for you and they barely done anything for you, but it just makes you second guess like, dang, okay, that's how you feel? You think I'm indebted to you? The hell? Only person I'm in debt to is Jesus Christ and my mother. Other than that, no sorry Bob, I ain't indebted to nobody, okay? But yeah, that is all I have for you guys. Really hope you guys enjoyed this late night binge session. I'm going to try to stay more consistent with it. It is Sundays at 7 p.m. when they do go up. I really can't promise there'll be one next weekend because, as I said, your girl graduates next weekend. But I will try. And yeah, that's all I got for y'all. African Beauty out.
Play me, you play me, I play you. Hoping God himself has mercy upon